Welcome to the Guaranteed Irish Business Podcast, where each week we're joined by leaders of Guaranteed Irish member businesses to chat about how they sustain jobs, communities and provenance. Supported by FBD Insurance, Ireland's largest homegrown insurer. Support, it's what we do.
Hi there, I'm Bray O'Connell, and joining me today is Ben Moore, founder of Kaliedy, an Irish online baby nursery and toys company. So, a lot to discuss here. Based in Bray, just actually outside Bray, Kilcrody. You've just opened a new store, Ben. Thanks very much for joining me today.
It's great to be here. Thank you very much for the invitation.
So, tell us all about the business.
So, we started off online over 2 years ago now, and we've just recently, as you just mentioned there, opened a store just outside Bray, just off the N11, plug. Purely because customer feedback was that whilst the website was great and they enjoyed shopping with us and they can get loads of information from the website, there was a requirement, or they did want to come in and maybe have a look at the products themselves. As I said to you earlier there, it's quite a considerable outlay for some of the travel systems that we would sell. So people want to touch, feel the quality, the ride, to be able to fold it over and put it back up again and see if it fits in their car. And the same for car seats as well. People want to be able to,
Well, safety and security must be paramount to any new parent.
It's huge. It's absolutely huge. So it's not just the product, it's the fitting of the product as well.
Of
and
course.
We've all received a huge amount of training on how to fit all of the products that we sell. So for car seats, we'll fit any car seat that we sell. We have demo models there on the floor that we'll come out and make sure that they fit into your car, because there are quite a few different variables when fitting a car seat that you have to make sure is absolutely, spot on. Otherwise, there could be safety issues there.
Yeah, of course. I remember now, it was well over 20 years ago when I was buying our first buggy in our house, and the job of getting it to fit into your boot. Is there anything worse or more frustrating than a buggy that is difficult to assemble or put up and down and in and out? I assume they've come on a lot now, and I'm guessing the experience to demonstrate in store is really game changing.
It is game changing, but every product is slightly different, and there are little quirks with each one. So I keep having to reacquaint myself, because it's sod's law that on a Saturday morning a customer will come in and say, "Can you demo this pushchair for me?" And for the life of me, I can't remember how to actually collapse the thing or put it back up again. There's a catch that I've missed. But products have certainly come on a lot from a safety perspective, from an innovation perspective as well. They're probably slightly lighter and less cumbersome. But there's a huge variation of different products, and they'll fit. There's probably a product there for every family and their needs. Bigger cars, smaller cars.
Yeah, of course, naturally.
People are looking for longevity of the product as well, so that it will expand and grow with their family. We've products that are double tandem, they sit side by side, but we've also products where you can have a toddler and a newborn in line effectively. So the toddler seat sits underneath the carry cot, which a newborn will go into.
I've seen those around actually. And I'd imagine in terms of, a few years ago, before sustainability became a big issue, lots of people changed buggies as they had different children. But I'd imagine the whole sustainable drive now must be huge. You've done something quite interesting in that space, haven't you?
Well, from our own product perspective, we try to be very sustainable. We try to think about the environment, and we do have our own product range, Kaliedy accessories, where we do mirrors for car seats, we do tidy bags for toddlers, etc. We don't use any plastic in our packaging anyway. We use all recycled cardboard. We don't use any plastic ties. Everything is done with sustainable cardboard, so that, we try to be friendly to the environment as well.
Okay. So recently, and you mentioned it at the beginning of the interview, you've opened a new bricks and mortar store just beside Bray. Tell us how effective and how that has changed the business from your e-commerce offering, particularly in terms of, I suppose, traffic, in terms of conversion to sales, because it is the one thing you want to be able to make sure you can use easily, and as you say, the lightweights, etc. How has that changed your business?
It's been great for our business. Like any new business, getting the name out there, the word out there, the marketing in the business is absolutely key. You can have a great product, you can have a great team and a great platform, but if customers don't know about your business, then you're onto a loser. So it's been great to have the initial website there. We've a great reputation. We've massively successful reviews, customer service reviews, great proposition there. And the feedback we were getting was that people would like to also be able to come into a showroom and look, touch and feel and test the products that we have. So from a conversion perspective, it's certainly helped our online business, and certainly the store has been great for conversion as well. It gives us the opportunity to sit down with customers, with parents to be. And let's be honest, it's a period in your life where you have lots and lots of questions. It's a huge period in your life where you're seeking knowledge, you're seeking information, and hopefully we're there to help hold the hands of parents and parents to be, because there's no doubt there's a lot to learn. And whilst there's a lot of conflicting information out there, we try to give what we think is certainly an objective and good,
I like
good
that.
knowledge.
And Ben, then in terms of the future, are you thinking about other physical stores around the country?
We certainly are. We're certainly looking to actually increase the footprint we have in the existing space. We're looking to take more space. It's been a great success for us straight off the bat. So we're speaking to our very nice landlady there in Kilcroney Furniture in Bray, and hopefully she'll be amenable and give us a bit more space. But we're also looking at different opportunities. There's definitely scope to have a store or two more around Ireland, and hopefully we'll look at that in the near future as well. Yeah,
brilliant. It's amazing, isn't it? Because I see what retail products that we have within Guaranteed Irish Family. So many of them are saying the sweet spot is a mix of online, good e-commerce platform plus the physical experience, be it pop-up shops or physical structures. There seems to be a need for both in the marketplace. Have you found that in your business?
Certainly for our business and for the products that we sell, I think that's spot on. But I don't think it's necessarily the case for all products. There are certain products and departments which would be way more amenable to pure play. But I certainly think when you've got a considerable outlay, when there's a big spend, and people want to test and trial it, that there's definitely a sweet spot to be had with bricks and mortar and online. And getting it right, like retail is, a lot of things have to go right for it to work really well. And like I said earlier, it's not just about the product or your website. I think first and foremost, it's about customer service.
Service, for sure.
It really is. And we found that we made a huge effort to try and make sure that we really look after every single touch point we have with customers. The pre-sales part of it is as important as the after-sales part of it. There's nothing worse than receiving a good that you're unhappy with, or maybe has been damaged in transit, and you don't get a speedy and a good response from the company. So we've certainly found that dealing with customers in a timely and fair manner has been really good from a review perspective.
And I think that's really the right way to approach it, is in a fair manner, because, most people are fair to deal with. But there is, I suppose, a competitive push out there from the likes of Amazon, where people are buying through that. How does your business differentiate itself and stay competitive in that space to make sure that you're ahead of the posse? Like, I love the idea of the customer service, because I think that is where the Amazons fail, actually.
Amazon do an amazing job. They wouldn't be where they are now if they hadn't built an amazing business. But we can't compete with Amazon on price. They're a monster. They're a multi-billion multinational company that operate all around the world, and we'll never be able to compete with them on price. But where we can compete with them in Ireland is on our service offering, on our product offering. Not every brand wants to be on Amazon.
That's right.
A lot of the companies that we do stock will be on Amazon as well, but we won't price match Amazon purely because economies of scale means that a small business in Ireland can't possibly compete with them. So we don't, but we do offer a better service, and I'll quite happily say that and make that promise, that your service with Kaliedy will be a lot better than it will be with Amazon. Our website is fantastic from a customer experience perspective, and our after sales and our information and our service is fantastic. We have a live WhatsApp messaging service.
Brilliant.
You can speak to our staff from 8 in the morning till 6 in the evening. They'll answer your questions within 15 minutes.
Oh, brilliant.
You won't get
that
with Amazon. We do offer next day delivery as well, up until 4 o'clock, which Amazon can't currently do, although I am conscious of the fact they are opening a monster of a warehouse in the next 3 to 6 months.
And tell us then, Ben, in terms of your product range, what are you selling?
We sell the whole gambit, really. We sell pushchairs, prams, buggies. We sell feeding equipment. We sell sleep equipment, be it cots, cot beds, beside bed cribs. We sell bedroom furniture, car seats, carriers. We sell toys. We're the exclusive stockist of our Early Learning Centre, ELC toys.
Oh, great, yeah.
Yeah, they're great toys. There's learning through play, development through play. So they've been
And do you
really
carry
good
any
for us.
products then from other Irish suppliers?
We do, yeah. We did a big push when we first opened, looking for Irish suppliers, smaller
Great.
Irish suppliers and producers and manufacturers. We support Clever Mama, who would be a big success story in Ireland. They've kind of done an amazing job, and I think they're all over Europe now as well as in Ireland. Great products, great people. Gaia Baby, another Irish company, furniture design company. We stock there.
And are you open to taking on more?
Absolutely.
Well, let the message go out from this podcast that guaranteed Irish businesses out there.
And sorry, just to go back
open.
on how we differentiate ourselves from Amazon, the Guaranteed Irish logo, the Guaranteed Irish proposition is really important to us, both from our team perspective and from the members of the public now. I think there's an agreement that people where they can will prefer to buy and support Irish. So the Green G is prominently displayed on our homepage and every bit of point of sale that we have in our store. So it's something we're very proud of, and we'll continue to support.
That's brilliant and good to hear. I do think COVID has helped both Guaranteed Irish as a brand and those who are part of the Guaranteed Irish story. But it was always there, obviously.
Sure.
But the desire to support local and Irish has never been more prevalent. Have you found that as an Irish business?
We certainly have. I think people and the support we get from customers and the feedback we get from customers is they love supporting an Irish company. They love an Irish company that's doing really well and is at the top of their game. And we found feedback on reviews and whatnot is that customers have come across us for the first time and they didn't realise that we were Irish. So when they delved a bit deeper and they spoke to our staff or they communicated with us over email or over the messaging service, they were delighted to hear that we were warehoused and officed in Dublin and in Ireland and serving the whole country on a next day basis from a delivery perspective.
And fair dues to you, because it's not difficult and it's not cheap to do that. And there are cheaper options out there. And I really admire the companies who take and commit to Ireland, if you like. Commit to the jobs, commit to the communities in which they're based on. So well done to Kaliedy in terms of doing it that way. In terms of your promotion and PR and marketing, you've been very strong on e-commerce prior to setting up the store in Kilcroney. Talk to me about how you do that and what you found worked well for you in terms of both the channels and the platforms, but also using influencers and brand ambassadors.
Yeah, Anna aside, it's been we do use influencers and we think they form a really important part.
Now I have to tell the listeners that Ben at this
yes.
stage is hiding behind the fact and being very humble here. Anna Daly, who we all know through her TV personality and all the great work she does around the country in promoting Irish businesses, is actually Ben's wife. So of course she's one of your biggest promoters and influencers
She's a
out there.
great promoter and she offers a load of great advice in this regard as well, because this is her sphere and it's where she's comfortable. But I do think that people they're looking for information when they become parents, and they're looking for reliable information and trustworthy information. And we certainly see the value in partnering with trustworthy brand ambassadors or influencers. I think there's a great space there to be, from a retail perspective, is to combine obviously the product, the information, and obviously the sales as well. You want people to be influenced and say, that's a great product. I trust that person.
It's referral, isn't it? Because if somebody's had good experience, they're going to tell the other guy where they got their product. And likelihood is they're going to check it out at least. In terms then of brand influencers, do you allocate a budget to that in a small Irish business? That's a lot of money sometimes.
Sure, it can be,
How does that work out for you, or do you go down that road at all, or do you just completely depend on platforms and digital marketing?
No, we certainly do have an allowance, be it product or paying the influencers, based on the same criteria as probably anyone else looks at in this space. Is the number of followers, where their followers are, what kind of space they're in, how many other brands are they associated with, because obviously there's value in dealing with people who don't have a huge exposure with other brands. You don't want exclusivity necessarily, but you don't want someone who's also saturated in their timeline with dozens and dozens of other brands on a daily or weekly basis. So we put a lot of work into looking at the authenticity and the reliability and the trustworthiness of the people that we work with.
And I suspect in your space, in particular, the products you sell, it's really about trust, trustworthiness and reliability.
I mean, your child is absolutely of paramount importance to you. All you want to do in life there really is to make sure that they're safe and secure. And hopefully we can help in that journey and ensuring that your child is as safe as they possibly can be through the information that we give you prior to and post purchasing from us.
Okay, so in terms then of updating and keeping abreast of all the new developments and I suppose technologies and safety pieces, you must spend a lot of time with your staff in terms of training and upskilling them in that space.
For sure, and suppliers are great in that regard as well. We deal with mostly the suppliers that we buy from are based in Ireland, so they would have representatives who'd come in store and make sure that
and I think that's really important, actually.
It is. Those relationships are absolutely key. They're key to our relationship with the suppliers, but also our relationship with our customers as well, because they want to see the newest, best, most innovative products on our shop floor.
Now, you're good guys as well, because you're very involved with Bumbulance. So tell us a little bit about that.
Well, Bumbulance is a charity we've been involved with since the get-go of Kaliedy anyway. It's a fantastic charity in that it helps sick young children transport either from their home to hospital for appointments, for surgeries, at a really difficult time in parents' lives. Normal ambulance environment maybe isn't the most child friendly. It can be quite clinical, it can be quite daunting and scary for little kids. So Bumbulance provides, whilst it might not be a fun experience, it's certainly meant to be as fun as it possibly can be in some really difficult circumstances. So they have a network of ambulances that they use for kids all around the country to make sure that they can get to their appointments and they can get to their surgeries on time.
So final question, Ben. In terms of the future, what are the next 6 to 12 month plans for Kaliedy?
We're certainly looking at more space in a bricks and mortar perspective. It's worked really well for us. We're trying to get more brands on board to be able to fulfill our customers' needs, demo more push chairs, more car seats. The staff love it. The feedback has been great from our customers as well. So it's certainly something we're looking at, and we're always constantly retweaking and re-looking at the website, the customer experience and journey on the website. There's always things that we'd like to do in terms of maybe same-day delivery in Dublin to start with. It's a possibility. We're looking at that at the moment, but certainly always tweaking the website and hopefully looking at more space in our store.
Well, I have to say the final thing I do actually need to ask you is Kaliedy. It's Kaliedy, isn't it? The pronunciation.
It's not important.
It's based on the name. You took it from the name kaleidoscope. So what's the thinking behind that?
It's I suppose it's meant to encompass the kaleidoscope of parenting, of children, the colour and the fun that brings, and we certainly like to bring it out in all of our design work on our website as well, which we feel is nice and colourful and friendly as well.
Well, Ben Ward, founder and owner, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you very much.
If you want to learn more about Kaliedy or purchase their products, we will leave a link to their website in the show notes. Thank you as always for listening, and don't forget to hit subscribe wherever you listen to your podcasts.
The Guaranteed Irish Business Podcast, sponsored by FBD Insurance, Ireland's largest homegrown insurer. Support. It's what we do.